Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. The Terrapins offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Some misdirection with the counter. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Terrapins!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So the Michigan State Spartans offense has its first opportunity of the day. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all...
And he's running in the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. To the air, it's Page. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a man in the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the point after is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your hat.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Terrapins are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. This offense doing business in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will score! Touchdown, Maryland!
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Page. Moves away as he feels pressure. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man. It's Hayden. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. Touchdown, Smarty. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Caught in the backfield, it's DeMarco. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Finds his man down the middle. The Terrapins get it past the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hand.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Michigan State, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. The defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Page. Zings it complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He wants to throw. Makes his connection. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. This offense has a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Fires left. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Quarterback on the keeper. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, and they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fires to the big fella. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for space. It's Fisher. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, and that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Page. They're trying to get to it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Fisher. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds.
And as we get deep in this 1st half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. He wants to throw it again. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the run.
And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Jumped on top of the pile.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. He'll try the left side. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to pass, it's Page. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
What a fantastic play. And that right there is why he is the best DB right now in college football. He's got all the tools you look for. He's got speed. He's got flexible hips. He can change direction. He's got ball skills. He is the favorite to win the top DB award in college football this season.
Makes the catch at the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. That's caught. It's Hayden. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Spartans will try to put 1 on the board on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Michigan State. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fisher. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Spartans. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Going to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Terrapins are marching down the field. The give to the tailback. Open space at the 25. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Running to the left. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Moving out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Trying to slam in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense pulling their neck up and getting a big stop.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Slams it ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Page. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Touchdown, Smarty! Reeled it in and just made the house call. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He's got it on the right. Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Dodge down, Terrapins. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan State, 40. Maryland, 35.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Give to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosion, trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his...
Just plowing ahead. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He wants to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the 4th. They're going to throw it to start the drive. unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks and get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocking, a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Terrapins! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
He's not going to make it. Still a one-point game here in the 4th. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To throw, it's Page. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. These corners going to give them some space. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more in a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next. And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively. Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.